on cash return. You guys, my background was the stock market. We'd tell people in their mutual funds that they could expect 10 to 12% over time. How good is 24%? Does that blow it out of the water? Yeah. It blows it out of the water. This is why the rich are investing in real estate. What type of success ratio of people who do invest want to come back for more? We've seen roughly 4 out of 10 investors come back for at least their second property. Some have reached already double-digit investment properties through this service alone just in the last couple years. And most of us feel like we don't need to travel to the location to see it. So you can see that the whole benefit of the Investor Concierge is to help you and I be able to add property to our portfolio without ever leaving the comfort of our home to create wealth in real estate, just like they teach us how to do at Nouveau Riche University. I want to share with you a quick success story. Robert Joseph comes to us from Los Angeles. He's one of our students out there in that marketplace. When we first met Robert, we actually met him at an event where they were selling real estate education. We talked to him, and he said, thanks but no thanks to our program. He thought it looked great, but he confessed to us that he had already spent tens of thousands of dollars of money in real estate educational programs. Well, that's great, but I asked him, hey, Robert, do you mind if I ask, how many properties do you own with those other programs? And he said, 0. And I said, well, then we need to talk, because at Nouveau Riche University, we have a solution to helping you not have that happen to you again. He got involved with our Regents tuition, went through our program. In a few short months, he started to click a mouse, buy a house. To date, he has over 9 properties with over $100,000 of equity just in those properties alone. Another investment story you'll see up there was me, Sherry Tree. And my story, I told you, I was in an apartment, and when I came to this program, I didn't own any real estate. I wanted to. So as I looked at this program, I felt like together with Nouveau Riche, I could accomplish this. I actually got my first few properties through the Investor Concierge. I have gone on to do roughly 9 real estate deals through the Investor Concierge alone. Why? Because I love it, you guys. It's simple. Time is money. Getting on an airplane, traveling to different markets, all of that stuff costs time. All of it costs money. If I could have Nouveau Riche do all of the work for me so that I don't have to, how many of you would rather have someone do all that business for you? Yeah, we just want to be at home making money, having fun with our family. The whole reason we get involved in this is so we don't have to work for our living. We can actually create wealth and get our life back. So one of the cool things that happened to me is as I started to get my confidence up and buy these Investor Concierge properties, one I bought with no money down, 2 of them I put $5,000 down. It wasn't a lot of money out of my pocket, and I got to own investment property. Well, then I took a vacation. I went off to Hawaii. And when I went to Hawaii on vacation, I tripped across an opportunity to own a vacation home over there. Now, it seemed way out of my reach, and if I had not been involved with Nouveau Riche University learning how to invest, I never would have done it. I would have just continued to have a dream of one day I would love to own a property. Well, instead, with the help of Nouveau Riche University, my education, and my confidence because of the Investor Concierge, I got an investment property right on the beach. It went up in value, $250,000 in my first 6 months. I felt like I got every penny's worth of my education returned to me in the form of equity in my investment properties. And to date, that's over $6 million in real estate with an annual income because of the income opportunity attached to Nouveau Riche of over $1 million a year. How many of you, if you could have that happen to you, would go for it? Yeah, okay. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And with that, I want to introduce my peer and my colleague. And the gentleman that I'm going to introduce, it is such a privilege and an honor because this is the gentleman who actually showed me the Nouveau Riche University presentation 3.5 years ago. I actually saw the presentation with 2 people in the audience, my best friend and me. How many of you would be skeptical if you were the only 2? Yeah, well, that's how I felt. And the reason I showed up was to make sure my best friend wasn't going to be ripped off. So as I got to know this gentleman, he had total integrity. He believed in this system with his whole heart. And when I looked at what these systems were, I thought, wow, if this program is legitimate and if it really works, we can be rich together. And this is when it started to pay forward. The gentleman that introduced this to me didn't come from a huge background. He came from the dry cleaning business. But today, not only does Chad Wade make over $1 million on the income side and own millions of dollars in real estate, he is most famous for helping people change their lives. Chad has built one of the best community networks inside our infrastructure, helping people, everyday people, single moms, busy people, young, old, it doesn't matter, change their entire lives, leave their full-time jobs, and get their life back. So please help me welcome my best friend, Mr. Chad Wade.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys being here today. I just got a quick question for you. How many of you in the audience today are extremely skeptical? Okay, I appreciate a couple of you being honest today. I was massively skeptical when I came down for the first time to look at this information. I actually had a good friend of mine that said, Chad, I found this company and they're doing exactly what you want to do. How many times have you heard that, right? And so I was very, very skeptical, but I decided to come down after I saw him make $15,000 in profit. And I thought, well, wait a minute, if he can make money, I wonder what I'm capable of. Now, as Sherry said, my background is dry cleaning, and I literally stood at a press all day long, pressing clothes and dealing with that business. Now, I was probably the most unlikely that became the most likely because I have a work ethic, a desire to succeed, and I know how to follow a system. I came in here and I sat in the audience just like you guys, and I know what you're feeling like. Like, come on, 16 grand, that's a lot of money. You know, a business, can I really do it? Because so many of us have maybe done things in the past that haven't worked so well, right? I'm actually grounded from having the TV on, a phone, and a credit card at the same time. Because I'm famous in my family for doing stupid things, and because I'm an entrepreneur, I wanted to get out there and do things. But nothing I've ever done has worked, and it's because I think I was a part of the wrong system. What I want to share with you today is an opportunity for you to make more money than you ever thought possible if you know how to work. If you want to make a little bit of money, then do a little bit of work. You want to make a lot of money? Do a lot of work, and you can change your financial future faster than you ever thought possible. Now, here's what happened with me. I came down to this presentation. Now, I walked out the first night, and I said, no, thank you. It sounds too good to be true. But I woke up at 2 a.m. thinking about this. And I'll tell you right now, if tonight you don't wake up at 2 a.m. in a cold sweat screaming the name Nouveau Riche, then I'm either a terrible presenter or you didn't listen. Because this is a huge, huge opportunity. And what happened is that I woke up thinking about this. The next night I woke up thinking about this, and I thought, what if? What if I could do 1/4 of what they said I could do? And I've done so much more. And what happened was that I got involved in this community, and I met Jim Piccolo. I met his wife. I met all the community members, and they believed in me more than I even believed in myself.